Okay, we're good.
All right, today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of lead hip internal rotation of the golf swing. We're going to look at a few amateurs as well as professional players and look at what they do well as far as that lead hip internal rotation is concerned. There's lots of emphasis in several golf teaching circles that stress internal rotation. I'm going to show you a way that we use postural restoration techniques to achieve a very good outcome for the lead hip internal rotation. So if you look at, when we look at the biomechanics of the swing, one of the things we like to look at is the hip line behind the player. And as we take the club back, we should maintain the trail hip on that line in the backswing, and then on the way down, the lead hip should come into that line as well. And you can see this player is stuck in a position we call early extension, and when that happens, the hips are unable to rotate fully through the golf shot, resulting in a lot of blocks or hooks. On the right, you'll see a professional player who, as you take the club back, you can see sits into his hip quite nicely, and then on the way down, returns his lead hip into that back line as well. Now, a lot of the players that we work with have a tough time understanding even the relationship of lack of internal rotation and then what that can do for them as far as developing power in the golf swing. So I'm going to show you a few postural restoration exercises to help you maybe get a little bit better lead hip internal rotation. And we're going to start just on a table or on the floor. You're going to lie with your knees bent 90 degrees and your hips bent 90 degrees. You can use a towel or a rolled up or a ball. And what you're going to do is just separate your feet a little bit, about shoulder width. And when you're doing this move, you're trying to simulate what we're trying to do in the golf swing. So in the golf swing, on the way down, we're trying to pivot into that lead hip. And when you do this exercise correctly, your pelvis will be rotated back, okay? So your back is flat. Then what you want to do is inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and just squeeze the little ball between your knees. You can have your fist there, but just try to engage the inner thigh. And those of you that are tight and restricted internal rotation will feel a stretch in this lead hip. Once you get that down, you're going to do about 4 to 5 breaths holding that position, and then we're going to try to stand you up and feel that same stretch. And what we would do over here is just grab a 2x4, a board, about a 2 to 4 inch block, place a ball between your knees again, okay? And then really important that you try to flatten your low back out. You don't want to go into this position and stick your butt out, okay? We're not going to be stretching the right tissue. So what we're trying to do is posteriorly rotate that hip, shift into this lead leg. If you're a right-handed player, squeeze the ball again with the knee. You're going to feel a left inner thigh engage, possibly a stretch out there in the left hip. And again, hold this position for about 4 to 5 breaths, okay? I also then have my golfers grab a club, and even with this block in place, try to simulate the impact position by placing your foot up on a block. Again, trying to get into the impact position, feeling the club into the golf ball with the hips open. As you remember from the video you saw, the amateur player on the left had his hips come into the golf ball and his shoulders and hips match each other at impact, and that's not ideal for a powerful golf swing. We're trying to get the left hip behind the right one as the right one moves into the golf shot. And then what I'll have you do is just chip some golf balls, feeling this impact position, not taking the club back very far. So just come through and hit down through and feel that hip internal rotation. Hopefully that helps you play better golf. Thank you.